Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, so as far as the revision purpose, we are going to revise some important question for 3 marks question. In section B, the short question will be asked to you, and the question we have taken, it is from the economic section. The first question is that tertiary sector activities help in the development of primary and secondary sector. The question is tertiary sector helps in the development of primary and secondary sectors. Primary and secondary sectors. Evaluate the statement. Evaluate the statement. And it is for 3 marks. As students, we know that all the short questions in the examination, each question will be for 80 marks. Your answer shouldn't be exceeded more than 80 marks. So 80 marks solid content you have to give to your answer. So if we see this question, you can see this question belongs to your economics. That how the tertiary sector means the last sector, transportation sector, where we used to sell the product or used to provide all the materials and the goods and services to the needy people. It means they are known as a consumer. So it is the last, but it is the most important sector which provides the development of the primary and the secondary sector. Primary means the agriculture sector, as the primary sector is the foundation of all remaining 2 sectors. You have to explain with the reference that how your tertiary sector is so much important for this development of the primary and secondary sector. Before solving any question in the examination, first of all you have to read it very carefully that what has asked to you, what you supposed to answer and how you have to answer. So it requires, and again the time limit is very important. Now you are having 1.5 months for main board examination. So you have to keep practice. That's why after doing the sample question paper, after doing the last year question paper, we have now, after doing the objective questions preparation, now we have done the short answer question. That how within a particular time frame we are able to solve all these questions. But one thing again, that time factor is important. You have to do the practice at home also. In classroom also we are doing the same practice, that we have focused on the completion of time and then we are solving the questions. So as far as this question is belong to, that yes, the primary sector, the sector which provides the foundation for the other 2 sectors, primary sector is also known as the agriculture sector. We used to produce crops, the variety of crops which are mainly the raw materials for the secondary sector. Okay, in secondary sector means manufacturing sector. There we used to use all the crops, all the food grains, and we prepare through the machine, through the chemicals, through many chemical procedure. We convert these raw material into variety of ways. There is unlimited example for that. You can say we produce the herbs, we produce the grains in the fields, in the agriculture or the primary sector. Then these pulses, these wheat, these barley used to transport it to the manufacturing sector. Here the factories and the different limited factories used to prepare the food grains, edible items for the children also, for the women, Horlicks, so many other brands they used to prepare in the manufacturing sector, and they are made up from the raw material of the primary or the agriculture sector. Now after making all the procedure, all the conversion, all the convert method with the help of lots of new techniques, we color, we use the scent also, so many things to make it the different varieties of edible things, edible oils, mustard oil you can say, then the refined oil. So all the raw material we get from the agricultural sector. Okay, from the you can say mustard crop. So there are plenty of other edible things also, and the cosmetic, then the herbs. Okay, these herbs are used to see plant. Okay, mint, they are used in the making of the cosmetic creams. Okay, healing creams, ailments. So after using the primary sector, herbs or the food grains in the manufacturing sector, a variety of products are used to make. Now that we have produced raw material in the agriculture sector, second is that we have converted them according to the need of the product. Okay, now how these products usually reach the consumer or the particular, you can say, market. So it depends that how fastest means of transportation, which comes under the tertiary sector, we are using. Yeah, technology is a great, you can say, great asset to any country, that if we are so much highly well equipped in terms of the means of transportation, definitely within a second our product will reach to the door of the consumer. And now you can also quote the example of online shopping, when within a 2 or 3 days you can order, you can give your address and the amount, even the amount you will pay. You can pay the amount personally when that particular salesman or the particular brand reach to your door. So now the tertiary sector has emerged as a so much of development in itself, that now means of transportations are so fast that not only within the state but outside of the country, even throughout the world, we can do our shopping, online shopping, that we are having the debit card, we are having the MasterCard, we are having so many other banking facilities where we can use our money and we can do shopping online. In the same way, if there is a bulky goods and services, you know that the sea route and the transportations of the goods and services even today is so much popular from one country to another with the help of big cargoes. So all these things, roadways helps as the means of transportation, buses, roads, heavy bulky trucks, they are used to transport goods and services to the local or the state, within the state markets. So here there is the utmost importance of the tertiary sector. Our business, our trade in within the country or outside the country will be limited if we are not having adequate, efficient means of transportation. So that's why tertiary sectors becomes itself a great facility, itself a great requirement, that which helps in the development of primary and secondary sector. You can imagine that if you replace the functioning of the tertiary sector in this structure, that is primary, then secondary, and then both sides you have to, because it is an linking process or interdependence. That's why you have made this arrow between them, both side arrow, and then tertiary. You can also explain it with this diagram, that primary sector development and the secondary sector development definitely depend on the tertiary sector's development, as if there will be lacking of the means of transportation. What is tertiary sector? Means of transportation. Okay. If there will be lacking of means of transportation, then your raw material which you have produced to satisfy the not only the people within your nation but the outside of the nation, there is so much of demand, then, and these all are helpful for Indian trade. Yes or no? When we say Indian trade or international trade, whatever it is, the trade will be only flourish. If all three sectors are simultaneously developing and connecting to each other. Only then, and if our trade will be flourish, the per capita income will be increased. And if our per capita income day by day increase, then that it means India is really shining. Okay, getting my point. So if we replace the tertiary sectors development or the efficient means of transportation, which are really helpful for flourishing our trade, then what will happen? The number of crops you have used to produce the food grains or the other medicinal plants, so many things, they will be remain useless. Okay. Secondary sector, okay, they are using these raw materials, they are making the product, but their products will be rotten within the godowns if they will not reach with the help of tertiary sector means of transportation to the needy one. Because for whom we are improving our primary sector? For the people, either within the nation or outside the nation. Okay, and why we are doing industrialization? We want to create job opportunity to the people, but their job security will depend on the using of products by the consumer. Definitely, as how we are dependent to each other, that's why money always flows. Money cannot stop at a place. Money flows from one area to another. It is its nature, and this flow should be very flexible, very progressive, and very developed. Only a country can be developed. When we say the development of country, then it means that this flow of money should be very smooth within the nation and outside. And you know that if one nation's export is increased, it is a good sign or it is a bad sign for the economy. If one nation's export is increased, it is a good sign for economy. Okay, so you can come up with your own ideas. This is only the explanation by my side, but as far as the understanding purpose. First of all, the first priority in the examination that you have to understand what is the question all about. Okay? You not only you have seen the primary and secondary sector and you are satisfied that okay, it is no. First read what is the meaning of the question. Give some time to each and every question. Read it very cautiously, very carefully, and here what will be helpful to you? Power of concentration. So it is a good exercise today. I have given you two different tasks. Okay? And that depends on that how much you are concentrating your topic. How powerful you are in your work. That although there is outside some chaos, but you are focusing that what you have to do. Everything is here. Brain is so powerful. Okay? So you have to do the practice. To do the question within the limited time, with the proper content, that is only helpful to you. Without understanding the meaning of the question, you are going just to write anything? No. You will be in trouble. Okay? It is in this manner you will solve that type of questions. Now the next question, that it is so general question. Remember my words. That in examination, you know that study or the topics are interlinked to each other. From the 9th class also, have you seen your NCERT, all the 4 books, and have you compared them, their outlook or their title with the 9th class all section NCERT, SST? In 9th class, in history, in civics, in eco, or everywhere they have written on the first, the outer side of each book, they have written part 1. Okay? And here in your 10th class, in history, in civics, everywhere on the cover, they have written second, part 2. It means topics are interconnected. In 10th, you are going to read more about which are interlinked with the previous books. You have studied the French Revolution as a full-fledged manner in class 10. Yes or no? There is one chapter about it. You have read the rise of nationalism in Europe in 10th. And what was the significant event in it? The French Revolution. So 2 pages start. The rise of nationalism in European states started with the event, the French Revolution. And again you have to read the French Revolution. The same manner, your economics, your political science, your geography and your history. Remember that they can ask you the question which you see that it is the purely from the 9th standard, because the study is topics are interlinked. That's why when you answer the question, you never thought that question particularly belonged to my 10th class. If you see the chapter resources, development of resources, from the very second or the third class, you know what is resources, man-made resources or the natural resources, you know. But when you answer the question, they are the language of the question per class, they have changed. The standarding of answer also changed as now you are growing up, you are in 10th class. Getting my point? So you are not supposed to write the basic things which are not, which are not suitable for your class 10th answer. Keep this right, and it will be helpful only when you are really studying. Otherwise, you will remain that oh ma'am, we know the answer. There are two types of resources. Fan is man-made resource for you. Nobody is going to ask you the difference between man-made resource and the natural resource in 10th class. So what about in 10th class? You have sustainable development. Okay? And there are so many concepts which I have cleared in the first chapter of the geography. Okay, so the standard procedure will be there to remember. It will be standard from your side when you read the books, that what is all about in the chapter. Okay? Now the second question, which is so common question, but then again, that how you supposed to answer them according to your class. Okay? It is so simple. It is questioning that mention the problem of casteism in Indian politics. Okay? Mention the problem, or it can be asked, mention the challenge of casteism in Indian politics. Now, can everywhere I think casteism? Because it depends on the mindset of the people. So why we used to say politics? Because politics, here we are talking about democracy. First of all, as a country people, if we want to survive, we keep this thing in our mind that it is democracy and we are having our rights, that we can speak frankly under the right to a freedom of speech and expression. That's why basically it is in our syllabus. But if in a common sense, I will ask you that everywhere I think there is a casteism. Okay? As that concept which was related to Sushant Singh Rajput death. What was the concept which was related? Nepotism. Okay. Nepotism. That nepotism is just that only the money-oriented people will be having the right place in the Bollywood, whose ancestor was already established in Bollywood, and he belonged to the common family. Okay, so that's why we used to everywhere. I think in nepotism, every now and then somebody is ready to pull your leg. So you have to tackle. You have to tackle this. This is the reality that you will face in your future life. Everywhere, people, very few people you will find that they are genuine, and you will find such people, and you will be top class officer. Because officers are officers. That's why they are officers. And honest people who are having the position in the society, okay, because they know now. They know that what is the honesty, how work hard they have given to be something. They are really intellectual people. Only then you will realize that okay, good people are also there. But maximum number of people who will do differences on the basis of caste, religion, economical background, okay, because society runs with such type of people. And it was not only the new, if you trace the history, that how the people were segregated, how they were tortured, right? Not segregated, they were tortured mentally, physically, the girls, the female, brutally beaten, brutally, which to hear type of incident that are here are not allowed us, that we cannot as a human being. So they too suffered a lot. They are very poor, you can say rural area of the India. Even today, the girls' education is not allowed. Have you remembered the chapter Santosh Yadav from your English? I think this year you are having. So Maria Sharapova, one is okay, and second is Santosh Yadav. So in the Haryana district and these districts where they never give the permission to do the study to the girl child. So for her, how risky and how challenging for the Santosh Yadav. But still, that's why there is so much of the society work in Indian society used to work on the basis of the caste, gender. They are. I have heard one very good lecture of one man who has cleared the IAS, but he has left the job. He wants to teach the student. Can you imagine? And he is such a young man, 40 plus I think. And my husband used to see such type of things. So he told me, please, if you can give me 10 minutes, just see that what he has spoken. Earlier he was in a private firm, in a multinational company. He was earning huge amount. He was failed 3 times in 12th. And he was a student because he was not interested in studying. Okay? Now so much of humiliation. Parents used to say that you will not do anything, just go out from the house. We will not having money. Everybody will say the same. And now when he has cleared his civil service examination with first attempt, civil services examination as a citizen of India, government give you only 3 chances. You can attempt only 3 times in your life within a particular age period. After 3, if you are not successful, you cannot apply for the examination. Such level of examination they are. He has cleared, and before joining the job, he resigned. He said that I have done so much of hard work. I have understood the basic concept of the subject in such a manner that now I want to teach. And he has opened his own institution where his student has become the IAS and PCS and IFS. And he was so happy. He is so happy man. He was then when he was teaching his students, okay? Then on the basis of why I am sharing with you, because it is also based on the discrimination or the casteism. Or the discrimination on the basis of religion, on the basis of sex, anything it can be. Okay, so particularly he was giving the education of the Lord Buddha. That Lord Buddha has established so much of mathas in India. Yes or no? Where the boys, not female, boys used to get the education. Getting my point? So he has given why he has done so. Because Gautam Buddha was so intellectual man. Yes or no? So he said that he was not in the favor of poet education. He said, because the problem is not, and it is very genuine topic, students. Because in future you have to work with now I am your teacher. You are boy, you are girl. For me, you both are student. Yes or no? First of all, you are my student. That's it. I never think about it that boy or girl. No discrimination. So he said that Lord Buddha said that no, girls shouldn't be allowed to study here. Why? Because in Indian society, if the girl child is saying to the parent, I want to do a party outside the house, that I will come to home after 8:30. They will say no. You are good, but the time is not good. That's why for your safety purpose you have to stay at home. Yes or no? This will be the 99% parents answer. Okay. Then if the boy will say, I want to enjoy party outside and I will reach after 10. He will say, okay beta, good luck, go. So he said, where is the problem? The problem is that his father has to understood that his girl child is not safe, because not only his brother, but there are lots of brothers who have already come out to enjoy the party. And his brother is one of them. Yes or no? Yes or no? So that's how. Challenge is in our mind, how we see the things. So that's why we used to say, as we think, as we see. The problem is here. If it is polluted, nobody can. You can apply so much of soap, you can clean only your body, but what about mind and soul? That's why. The problem in our behavior, the root cause is that how we brought up in the society. That is a great challenge. We used to say, ma'am, Indian democracy has given us so much of rights. We are free, we have freedom of speech and expression, RTI, RTE. The list is so long. But what about the equality in our mind? Which started from our early childhood. It is a great challenge. If a parent is having two kids, one girl and one boy, then they are very responsible because they are going to produce a one gentle lady and one gentleman from their house. And at the same time, boy and the girl, how they equally treated both of them. That is very necessary. When we used to hear the news, ma'am, this girl became the first female fighter plane that the pilot from the India. So just think that what type of brought up she was having. Okay, so that's it. It is a long process. So first of all, I suggest before understanding any concept based on the discrimination, first of all see that at your home there is okay or there is also some sort of discrimination. I am not going. I am not supporting that. Okay, that is okay. That it is for your security. If they are not allowing, but at the same time they have to stop their son also. Okay, then there will be equality. We will discuss another question tomorrow. Okay, till then do practice and I hope you have done your question answer. Okay.